The hallway camera caught it all. A smug kid in $200 sneakers boots a stack of textbooks across the tile, straight out of the hands of quiet 7th grader Jamal Lewis. What no one saw coming. The chain reaction that would cost the bully his reputation and land him in all-day Saturday detention, while Jamal walked away with a paid ticket to a national STEM competition. Like justice served with a side of poetic interest? Smash like, hit subscribe, and drop your city in the comments. Let's see which hometown's repping the loudest today. Cedar Ridge Middle School sits in a leafy North Carolina suburb, the kind of neighborhood where parents worry about mortgage rates and retirement planning, not hallway drama. But money can't buy empathy. Thursday, 8:03 a.m. The warning bell buzzes. Jamal, 12, lugged advanced placement math books nearly as heavy as his 529 college savings plan dreams. He was headed for Mrs. Ortega's Future Engineers program, a gateway to scholarships and, one day, 6-figure cybersecurity jobs. Enter Brandon B.T. Taylor, varsity jacket swagger, unlimited data plan, zero patience. He'd been running a low-grade campaign of humiliation for weeks, mocking Jamal's thrift store backpack, his honor roll certificates, even his mom's used Prius in the car line. This morning, Brandon wanted an audience. He timed it perfectly. One shove, one kick, and Jamal's carefully color-coded binders exploded like confetti across the floor. Laughter ricocheted off the lockers. Phone cameras rolled. Jamal's cheeks flushed, but he didn't cry. Instead, he knelt to gather pages, slow, deliberate, like a Marine folding a flag. The only sound was Brandon's mocking, "Oops, Butterfingers." Mrs. Ortega saw the tail end of the stunt. She'd been a structural engineer turned teacher after the 2008 real estate crash. She knew how fast foundations can crack. She radioed the assistant principal, Mr. Fowler, a former lawyer specializing in education liability insurance. Evidence mattered. "That hallway cam?" she asked. "Already pulling the footage," Fowler replied. High-definition accountability. Meanwhile, Jamal's best friend, Tessa, picked up a sheet Brandon had stomped. It was an application essay for a statewide STEM accelerator grant, a merit award backed by a Fortune 500 healthcare technology firm. Submission deadline, that night. One rip, and his chance was gone. Tessa texted her dad, an IT manager working remote, who'd taught her about data backups and cloud recovery. He told her, "Scan every page, upload to Google Drive. Paper can be destroyed. Information is leverage." Lunch hour. Brandon broadcast his victory on TikTok. Hashtags #locker room loser and #gravity check. What he didn't know, Fowler had already emailed the clip to Brandon's parents, attaching the district's anti-bullying policy and a reminder that repeat infractions void the family's athletic scholarship insurance rider. High stakes meet higher premiums. Fowler called both boys to the office. Brandon arrived cocky. Jamal walked in with fresh printouts of his grant essay, thanks to cloud storage, and a quiet confidence. "Son, anything you want to add before we view the evidence?" Fowler asked. "Wasn't me," Brandon shrugged. Fowler clicked play. The slow-motion replay left no wiggle room. Brandon's face drained like a falling stock chart. Detention? Sure. But Mrs. Ortega had a better idea. Restorative justice circle, complete with parents, peers, and community mentors. It would stream to advisory classes as a live lesson on emotional intelligence, corporate accountability, and yes, karma's return on investment. Friday, 2:30 p.m. The library lights dimmed. Every Chromebook tuned in. Brandon sat across from Jamal, a mic clipped to his Letterman jacket. On either side, Brandon's father, regional sales manager at a luxury auto dealership, and Jamal's mom, a night shift healthcare administrator who knew real struggle and ROI. Prompted by the counselor, Jamal described losing months of annotated notes, fearing the grant essay was ruined, and how that jeopardized his long-term plan: win the accelerator, land an internship, avoid crushing student loan debt. Brandon's dad cleared his throat. "In my business, reputation is market cap. Son, today you tanked ours." A lesson no algorithm could teach. Brandon finally muttered, "I'm sorry, but apologies aren't assets until invested." Fowler laid out terms: full Saturday detention plus 1 month of community service tutoring. Yes, tutoring. Younger students in reading. Brandon must film a follow-up video owning his actions and urging classmates to stand up to prejudice. He will hand-deliver a new set of graphing paper notebooks and a $200 gift card for replacement materials, money debited from his own spring break trip fund. Brandon agreed, contract signed. As the stream ended, students erupted in chat. W for win, L for lesson. The STEM Accelerator board reviewed Jamal's essay, polished, scanned, and time-stamped. They loved the resilient story so much, they added a leadership stipend. Jamal and Tessa will fly, business class no less, to Houston's Space Center next month. Corporate sponsor? The same aerospace tech firm that advertises $30 CPM pre-rolls on YouTube. Brandon's video hit the school feed Monday. Comments ranged from respect for owning it to detention dividend paid. Views spiked. Guidance counselors now use it in digital citizenship units. In finance, bad debt costs you twice, interest and reputation. In life, bullying works the same way. When prejudice kicks someone's books, community interest compounds and pays the victim back with dividends of opportunity, and the bully with penalties of growth. If today's story cashed in on your sense of justice, tap like, subscribe to Stories Demystified, and tell us your city, and a moment when you saw karma balance the books. Until next time, keep your empathy high and your bias in a low-risk portfolio.